Hey everybody, today I'm going to share with you my favorite nail polishes for the holiday season. I know I did a fall nail polish video not that long ago, but to be honest, this time of year, I gravitate towards different colors. I like the more festive, the bright, and definitely the sparkly for my fingernails when it's the holidays. So I actually had a really hard time trying to narrow down the items that I wanted to include in this video, especially because I do own quite a few reds. But these are my favorites. I know that realistically I probably won't be able to wear all of them this season, which kind of makes me sad, but I might try and maybe do my nails every 2 or 3 days just so that I can, because I do really love these. But I'm going to show you the reds, and then I've got more like silvers and grays and things like that. So first, my absolute favorite, I think, for the holidays is this Sephora by O.P.I. What's Your Point-settia. This was a limited edition last year, but if you can still get your hands on it, I highly recommend this one. It reminds me a lot of the Dior Apparat release that came out in the holiday collection for this year. So, I mean, that's a much more expensive alternative, but it did seem similar to me when I was in the store looking at it. And it's this color on my fingernail right here. It's beautiful. It's a deep burgundy, and it has gold micro glitter throughout. It's not a pain to remove, and I just love this color. In one coat, it's pretty good, but it's more pink toned, and then with the second coat, it definitely is more of a beautiful burgundy. This is probably my favorite nail polish for the holidays, and I absolutely adore it. The next color that I will show you is a little tiny one. This is a Sephora by O.P.I. in sample sale, and it's this one right here. It's more of a candy apple red. It's got a bit of a sheen to it, and it's more like blue toned. I just love this color so much. It was a limited edition last year, but it's also available in the nail polish sampler that Sephora had this year that I showed you in a few videos, a couple videos back. And I really like that one too. This next one is Dior Merveille. This is a limited edition. It's from this year's holiday collection, and it's this one on my middle finger. And it's definitely more orange based than the sample sale. I really like this one. I kind of wish that it had more orange tones like what the bottle has, but it's still really fun. And it has, if you get really close, it does have a little bit of gold micro shimmer through it, but you really have to see that only in the daylight or like really bright light, because otherwise you definitely don't see it. Then the next one that I love, I just kind of smudged it a little bit, so I'm sorry, but it's the E.L.F. Red Velvet Nail Polish. And here, I'll show you that side, maybe that's better. And it's this one on my finger. I really like this one. It's $1, so a really great deal. It's kind of a cranberry, but a little more with a bit of a more brown base. I do really like this one, but I would have to say I probably would be wearing this one more than I would go towards What's Your Point-settia, more than I would gravitate towards this one. And then the last red that I have to show you is the O.P.I. Manicurist of Seville. And this is a blue-based red. It's on my thumb right there. And I like this one. It's a cream finish, but I definitely think that I would gravitate more towards these shades. I think my favorites for the holiday, as I said, my absolute favorite is What's Your Point-settia, then Sample Sale, and Merveille. They would be the ones I'd probably wear the most in terms of red. And then on my right hand, I have more grays and, well, a green. But this first one on my thumb is Sephora by O.P.I. Run With It. And I don't really know how to describe that. It's like a silvery gray. It's really light. It's really pretty though. And it definitely, I think, might need a third coat. This is 2 coats right here. I noticed just now one like slightly bald spot, but a really fun shade. And I think this would probably look good on a multitude of skin tones. Then I have on this finger, talk about like really festive, right? This is Sephora by O.P.I. Bling on the Snowflakes, and please excuse the super messy job I did right over here. This one was a little bit difficult to work with, but I do really like it. It shows like all the brush strokes, so you have to be careful when you use it, but this is definitely a great silver. It looks like liquid metal when you put it on your fingernails. It's just really fun and definitely festive. This would probably look great as a base underneath a glitter top coat. I think it's just a really fun shade. And then this on my middle finger is the E.L.F. Metal Madness, and I have to say this is probably one of my favorites also. I think I've been wearing this one a lot recently, and it's a shame because you can't see how beautiful it is on the fingernail. Like, you really see it when it's in intense light. It's just stunning. It reminds me a lot of the Butter London Black Night Nail Polish. I wouldn't call it a dupe though, but it does remind me a little bit of that, although this is much more of a smoky, like chimney smoke kind of gray. And then it has like tons of like rainbow micro glitter in here. And it's just really pretty when you see it in the sunlight. And it feels a lot nicer when you have it on as opposed to the Black Night. That one seems a little more gritty and bumpy on your fingernails, but that one's definitely more black and you can definitely see the glitter like in any lighting. But this one's really pretty. I really love it, and it was $1. So you can't beat that, right? The next one I have to share with you doesn't look that great on my skin tone, but I think that this, if it looked good on your skin tone, probably like a darker individual, this would be gorgeous. And this is the Sephora by O.P.I Already Famous. And it's kind of a, I don't know how I would describe that. It's a bronzy gold. In certain lights it looks a little more bronze, and in other lights it looks a little more gold. And this one I think I would probably wear 3 coats of also, just because it kind of, it's a little bit streaky when you apply it, but it's so pretty, and it's got a little bit of glittery, it's got a little bit of a glittery look to it. It's not like glitter by any means, like the chunky glitter, but it's got a really cool finish. I really like that one. And then this is another one of my favorites for the holiday season on my pinky, and this is the Sally Hansen Jumpin Jade. Isn't that fun? I love this one. I got this last year, and I wore it so much throughout the holidays. It's just a really pretty deep green. I wouldn't call it a jade color though. I mean, I think it's a little too dark for that. Well, I mean, I guess in some lighting it looks pretty jade, but it reminds me a little bit of Christmas trees. I just love this color. It dries pretty quickly because it's the Insta-Dry formula, and I just really like this color. It's so fun. The last 2 colors I have to show you are glitter nail polishes, which are really popular again, and I have to say I really love them, but I will warn you that they are a pain to remove. So you definitely have to use a little bit of elbow grease and a lot of patience. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you the first one, which is Confetti Tasmanian Devil. And it reminds me a lot of the Sephora by O.P.I Sparktacular and the Deborah Lippmann Happy Birthday. Although this one is $2, I think, or $2.99, something like that, I can't recall, and I got it at CVS, so it is considerably cheaper than the other ones. And if you are interested in how this nail polish compares to the Sephora by O.P.I Sparktacular and the Deborah Lippmann Happy Birthday, I do have a blog post on it, so I'll link that below, so check it out. And this is what Confetti looks like, or the Confetti Tasmanian Devil looks like on its own. So this has no base coat underneath, no color underneath. This is just the color. This is just the glitter nail polish by itself. And then this is what it looks like on top of the Sephora by O.P.I Bling on the Snowflakes. I'm sorry, my hands are like really jittery right now. I had coffee earlier today and I'm going crazy. So that's what it looks like on top of a silver base coat, and I think that looks really cool. And then this is what it looks like over that Jumpin Jade by Sally Hansen, that really pretty green. So this is just a really fun one, and it definitely kind of amps up your nail polish. I think it would look good on top of so many colors. And this would definitely be a really fun polish for New Year's Eve. I think it'd be great. And the other polish I have to share with you is E.L.F. Golden Goddess. And I just smeared it a little bit, but hopefully it won't be a problem. And it's this on my ring finger right here. And this I definitely don't recommend wearing on its own. I mean, you could with the Confetti Tasmanian Devil. I don't love this one on its own either, but it looks a lot better than the E.L.F. Golden Goddess on its own. The Golden Goddess is a clear base coat, or clear it's a clear polish with gold micro glitter and then gold glitter chunks, so like larger glitter chunks. And I think it's really pretty, but I definitely think it shines over another polish. And I have it here over red, and I just think it looks gorgeous over red. And on my middle finger right here, I have the Golden Goddess over the Dior Merveille, so it definitely works with the golden undertones in that polish. And then here I have it paired with the E.L.F. Red Velvet nail polish. So yeah, I definitely recommend wearing those glitter polishes over something else rather than on their own. I just think they pack more of a punch that way. So if I had to pick my top 5 absolute must-have polishes from the holiday season, it would be the Sephora by O.P.I What's Your Point-settia. That's my hands down favorite. I don't think I could live without it during the holidays. I don't know how I did before. The Sally Hansen Jumpin Jade, E.L.F. Metal Madness, and then the glitter nail polishes, the E.L.F. Golden Goddess and the Confetti Tazmanian Devil. These, between the two of them, I think were $3 combined. This one was $1 and this one I think was $1.99. So if I were to recommend going out and getting anything to update your nail polish collection, it would be a glitter top coat, a cheap one at that. These completely transform whatever nail polish you have on underneath them. And it's just kind of like how your accessories transform a little black dress. The dress is great on its own, but the accessories just make it fun and fresh and just like a completely new outfit every time you wear that basic black dress. And that's just what these do for your nail polish. So like I said, these are definitely not going to break the bank. These are really affordable at a total of $3, and they're really fun. They are a pain to remove, like I said before, but I think they're worth looking into. And can you say an amazing New Year's Eve color? Hello! I love that one. I'm definitely going to wear that on New Year's Eve. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and if you want, leave a comment below about what your favorite holiday nail polishes are. I'm sure that other viewers would love to see that too. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon. Bye!